Truly have been an interview in more modern times that has caused so much strife, so much trouble for all the main players. Who are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London today. Nice to see you as ever. Hope you're all keeping well. Yes, I know you like to know. Still rather chilly over here. We've got winter back again. Don't know what's happening, but as ever, let's not blame it on global warming. Let's just call it winter. Sometimes it takes longer to go, sometimes it goes in a blip. But seemingly it's back with a bang right now. As ever though, back with a bang to your breaking royal story of the day. As I said in the intro, it's interesting, isn't it? Because there's now really no interview of more modern times that has taken on so many twists and turns. We're talking, of course, about the interview almost a year ago now with Harry, Meghan and Oprah Winfrey. It was billed as her ultimate accolade, if you like. The best interview of her career, according to a very close pal, Gayle King, on morning television over in America. And it's interesting as well when you look at it, because at the time there was sort of bombshell after bombshell. What I can tell you now though is this. In fairness to Oprah Winfrey, she had a really tough time with that interview because it took a lot to get that interview pinned down, let me tell you. Cost a lot of money and, more importantly, was seen by so many people around the world. But there was some sort of blip within the interview, and this all really stemmed from Harry and Meghan themselves. Now, the problem that they have moving forward here is this. As we now know, Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Markle, has decided that she's going to be citing elements of that interview in her forthcoming litigation against her half-sister, Meghan. Truly very difficult. And of course then, there's all the bits and pieces in that book, which I now believe you can pick up in the pound shop or dollar store, as you may call it in your part of the world. But the bigger problem also is that it appears, according to a very good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that Miss Oprah Winfrey is furious now with the ex-royals because she felt that this truly was the interview of her defining career. And there hasn't been this much backlash, even with that rather controversial interview she did way back in the 90s with the pop superstar Michael Jackson. Even that didn't create so many problems. But here's truly where the bigger problems lie. Because there are elements, as I say, that could now be presented in the litigation case from the interview, basically which Samantha could cite are not true, didn't happen, all of that sort of stuff. On top of all of that, what's emerged is this. During the interview, it appeared that both Meghan and Harry had no desire to discuss her immediate family. That's because they said there was an ongoing litigation case, which was true, with the Mail on Sunday and that now infamous letter from her father to the newspaper. But she didn't wish to discuss her mother Doria. She simply didn't want to discuss any close family members. Seemingly though, it was all right for Harry to trash his family on international television, but certainly not Meghan's. However, the Harpo production team, the people that make that particular show, pushed back and said that they had to include stuff like that in the fare of interest, impartiality and balance. So in fairness to Oprah Winfrey, she truly did try. And we know exactly how hard she tried because, if you remember, she was happy to endorse the organic coffee brand that Harry and Meghan had recently invested in, going on social media to say now it was her favourite brand. However, now, according to good sources, that sort of thing, along with the coffee, may have cooled dramatically. And it remains to be seen as this really tricky case does unfold, where exactly Oprah Winfrey, Meghan Markle and Harry's once close friendship, let's not forget she was a guest at their wedding, really where that now ends up and lands. For Harry and Meghan, as I say, truly, they really need to get some very strong advice, because whichever way you look at it, they're paying a lot of money, but whichever way you look at it in the other way, seemingly it's the wrong advice. As ever, when I know more, you know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.